In today's episode, we'll be reviewing how to repair the check valves on the Voltex dynamic mix valve. Before beginning any repair work, always reference the manual 3A8115 for torque values and best practices. Remember to clean the valve, accessories, and all parts surrounding the area of repair. To avoid serious injury, always wear appropriate personal protective equipment. Disconnect power. Flush the valve and relieve air and material pressure from the valve by following the pressure relief procedure outlined in the Voltex Dynamic Mix Valve manual. To make this repair, we will be using several tools: a 5mm Allen wrench, a 6mm wrench, and a pick. To make repair easier, remove the mixer and shroud from the valve by unscrewing the shroud from the valve, removing the mixer body, and removing the mixer element from the pin. Now you can begin repair on the check valves. Each Voltex dynamic mix valve is equipped with 2 check valves on either side of the valve body. Using the 5mm Allen wrench, remove the check valve body from the dynamic mix valve. Using a 6mm wrench, you will unscrew the check valve retainer from the check valve body. The retainer in this video has already been loosened and is unscrewed by hand. Internal valve components are now accessible, and you can remove the check ball, comp spring, and seat from the check valve body. Next, use the pick to remove the O-ring packing from the check valve body. Inspect ball, seat, and spring for damage, cleanliness, and replace or clean as necessary. Once check valve components have been cleaned or replaced, reassemble the O-ring and valve seat back into the check valve retainer using a pick. Next, reassemble the compression spring and ball bearing inside the check valve body, making sure the compression spring and ball bearing are aligned, and screw the valve retainer back into the valve body. Once fully assembled, screw the check valve assembly back into the side of the Voltex dynamic mix valve with a 5mm Allen wrench. Lastly, replace mixer or return clean mixer to the valve by mounting the mixing element back onto the pin. Slide the mixer body over the element and secure by screwing the mixer shroud back onto the dynamic mix valve. Check valve repair is now complete, and the Voltex dynamic mix valve can be remounted on your production line. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Graco Garage, and we'll see you next time.